For the longest time, we've had these unwritten rules about what makes a great leader. But what if those rules are actually holding us back? Today, we're going to dive into a totally new playbook, one that's shaking up decades of tradition.
All right, let me ask you something. When I say the word leader, what's the first image that pops into your head? Seriously, picture it. Got it? Okay. Hang on to that image because we are about to completely flip it on its head.
So that picture you've got in your mind, chances are it's straight out of the old school traditional playbook. And hey, to really get why this new idea is such a big deal, we've got to first understand what those old rules of the game even were.
Yeah. For decades, leadership has been seen through this one single lens. It's been the dominant idea in business and culture everywhere. And it gave us this one-size-fits-all template for what a leader is supposed to look and act like. But here's the thing. What if looking through that one tiny keyhole is making us miss the massive, incredible view of everything else that's possible?
And that brings us to the heart of what we're talking about today, a concept that doesn't just nudge the old model aside, it presents a whole new one. It's a huge change in thinking, and it's called Womanology.
Okay, so Womanology, what is it really? Well, the source material breaks it down as the study of women's leadership. And this part is super important. This is not about saying one way is better than another. Not at all. It's all about recognizing, understanding, and frankly celebrating the unique and really effective ways that women can and do lead.
And look, we need to be crystal clear here. This isn't just some small adjustment or the latest buzzword from a business seminar. The source material calls this a paradigm shift. And what that means is, it's a total ground-up reinvention of our core ideas about what leadership even means. It's a game changer.
Paradigm shift. That sounds big and fancy, right? But what does it actually look like when the rubber hits the road? How does leading differently also mean leading well? Let's get into what makes this whole approach work so darn well.
So the biggest difference really comes down to the approach. Think of the traditional model like a superhighway. It's a straight shot, one path, everyone follows the same rules. But this new model, it's more like a network of interconnected roads. It's all about being adaptive, using different routes, and recognizing that there isn't just one single path to get to a successful destination.
I love how this source material puts it just so simply. Women can lead differently, but in a good way. It goes right back to that road analogy, right? One person takes the highway, the other takes the scenic route. They both get to the same place, and they both succeed. The power of this idea is that it tells us that a different path isn't a worse path, it's just a different and equally valid way to get things done.
So, what does this good way actually look like in practice? Well, it often means focusing on real, genuine collaboration instead of just barking orders. It's about really emphasizing communication and building teams where everyone feels included and heard. And when you do that, wow, you suddenly unlock all these new perspectives that the old, rigid way would have just completely missed.
Okay, so this is where it all gets so much bigger than just a theory. This isn't some textbook concept. We're talking about a huge, massive, untapped opportunity in the real world of business. And this is why this shift is so important for all of us.
Just think about it for a second. Companies spend billions, literally billions, searching for the next big thing, the next breakthrough product, the next untapped market. But what if the biggest opportunity they're missing isn't out there at all? What if it's sitting right under their noses, inside their own buildings? The source makes a powerful point. The single biggest missed opportunity in business today is failing to see and use the full potential of female talent. Suddenly, this whole conversation isn't just about what's fair, it's about what's smart. It's about competitive advantage.
So when you put all these pieces together, where does that leave us? Well, we're staring at a total redefinition of leadership. This isn't just a trend. It's shaping the very future of how we work and succeed.
All right, if you take away just one thing from all this, let it be this. That old, stiff, one-size-fits-all leadership model, it's falling apart. And what's taking its place is something way more dynamic, more flexible, and more inclusive. The future really isn't about clinging to the past. It's about grabbing onto this evolution with both hands.
And that leaves us with one last question to chew on. What if the future of leadership isn't about finding the one right way to lead, but about embracing a whole spectrum of different, effective styles? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.